Hello everyone, Excessive here, coming to you with a new Diablo 4 video. This time we're talking about dungeons. As you all probably heard, just recently the dungeon got a further nerf by Blizzard. They basically said they're gonna adjust elite monster density in dungeons. And what they mean by that is that they're standardizing the density of elite monsters that spawn in a dungeon to ensure that no particular dungeon is clearly more efficient to run through than others. Now, is what they say true? Well, I did a lot of testing. I ran multiple dungeons, multiple times. I timed myself. I wrote down how much experience I got and did all different kinds of testing just to see, is this true? And here's my conclusion. It's not down to the density anymore. Well, some part of it is true, but the main thing is how efficient is the route, no, the route inside a dungeon for your farming. What's the mob type you're killing? Are you, and finally, are you doing it in a group? Now, for solo farming, I found dungeons like Annika's Claim, Ruins of Eridu, and Deadman's, just to name a few. With their layout, they are the best option for single to two-man farming. I mean, there's one way in, and then the road splits in two ways, and basically goes around in a circle, or you can, if you're two-man, you can meet at the end and then reset. I mean, that is as simple as it gets. And this layout is by far the most efficient layout to farm because there's no dead ends, there's no guessing where to go. You have basically a straight line to follow, and when you're done, just go out and reset. Now, if you want to run with more, you could, but I found it more efficient to doing it solo or in a group of two. Now, if you want to do two-man, specifically, I have another option for you. Alderwood, with its layout, it basically screams that two-man, do it now. I mean, you go in, you split up one to left, one to right, clear it out, and then meet up in the middle and go all the way to the end because there are elite packs towards, and specifically when you get up toward the end where the road go right or left, it's like 99% of all the times I ran it, on the left side, there's always elite packs. Never on the right. Always on the left side. So kill those and then you reset. Never do the end boss. That is just a waste of time, basically. And then we have Iron Hold. This used to be a very good dungeon. Some could argue that you can still do it solo, but I found it more efficient doing it in groups because you run in, you get the key, and you go to the back rooms and kill the elites. Now that they nerfed the amount of elite packs at spawn, it's way more worth going back and take it. Then go through the event. Doing the event solo takes a quite bit longer time than doing it duo because one could arguably just focus on the monsters and the other one could do the mechanic and get through. If there's don't know if it's just killing, just kill it quick and then go through. And then when you go through, there's two endpoints because you need two stones to use the mechanic. Then you just go to one stone and one go to the other one and then reset. That's why it's better suited for a two-man run. Then we have a three-man. And this is the dungeon you probably all run more than once. Champion's Demise. It's just, yeah, 3 men. It's like the optimal one. Go in and have 3 routes to run to the end, reset. It's as simple as that. It's by far the most efficient dungeon to run in a 3-man party. Now, here's like a bonus because this dungeon, you could run it solo. You could do it in 2, 3, even 4, arguably, you could do this dungeon. That is blind burrows. Now you might wonder how. Well, the objective you need to do is kill 3 infected civilians, or villagers, I believe it is. And there's sometimes one event, but you don't do events, that just slows you down. 3 people go to each infected villager, and then one person could go up to the endpoint where the next zone starts, because when that entrance opens, there are 2 elite packs. Sometimes there's only one, but most of the time it's 2 elite packs standing inside. You can just pull them, kill them, and then reset. This way, it's very doable for a 4-man group to farm burrows. And those are the dungeon that I would recommend doing. There might be some other hidden gems out there that you might find more approachable for your way of playing, but what it comes down to after my testing is how quick can you clear it, and are there any efficient routes? Because if you can clear it quick, but the route is pretty bad, then you could basically do it faster in a good routed dungeon. So, key points. How's the dungeon layout? What's the mob type? And how good is the density of the mobs? Because the amount of elites you get is the same in every dungeon. It's just that the bigger dungeons have more elites, but on the backside, they also take longer to complete. So, change your dungeon after your group size, or if you're solo, and just go with it. Just spam. That's the only way. And yes, the amount of experience you get have been nerfed a lot. This was excessive. I thank you again for watching. If you like, hit the follow. I will be putting up more content for you to watch, and see you next time.